Alright, what I'm going to do today is finish sketching out this design right here. This design to go on this sheath right here for this knife. And then I will use my swivel tool and edger, pear shader, things like that to go ahead and carve it and then tool it into this sheath. First things first, let me finish up the sketch. I'm basically going to do with the sketch is I'll use a tool to, after I wet the sheath, lay the stencil over the sheath and then basically mark it so that it will be able to be seen. Alright, there's the basis for it. Now clean up the edges. Now I've got a couple of different sheaths like this to do, so I'll end up reusing the stencil. For them. This is for a limited number run for a group on Facebook of knives for that group. There's a few members that ordered one. The original was actually done as a donation to help raise funds for one of the members who was battling cancer. So this was, I'd forged a custom knife for him a couple of years back, and me and him both belong to this group. He thought it would be cool if I could do a knife for the group with like a Crusader shield and the name of the group and all etched on it. At that time I didn't have the means to be able to do that. So when some of the guys got together and some of the admins and all and asked about doing a fundraiser for him, I said, hey, I got something that can help out, and several of them donated things. It was really cool. You know, just a bunch of guys, you know, showing that they care about other people in the community that they're part of. Even though it's an online community, it's still part of a community. And it's a faith-based group, so we all tend to try to lift each other up and be there for each other. The guy that actually won the original knife had me send it to the person we were doing the fundraiser for after he paid for it, so that was pretty cool. You know, not only did he get funds that was raised off the knife, but he got the actual knife that it was his idea to make in the first place. He got the very first one. So I told that guy what I would do was he would get the first serial number one, and that's this one right here. So this will be the first, I guess you could say, limited edition run sheath and knife, aside from the prototype. A few little slight variances, but they are pretty close to the prototype. Now, these are actually made off of my FPF bushcraft knife. So it's something that that I'll be making a lot of that style, just not with the etching or the base models come with domestic woods like black walnut, hickory, oak, you know, those type things, or you can get antler or micarta included in the base price. Now, the spotted maple and, you know, more exotic type woods that are more costly for me to get do raise the price a little bit, but you can go check out the base prices on the website. The bushcraft, which is this size, is base price is $125. And I believe the one that I've got on the website actually has a brown linen micarta handle with copper pins. There we go. Now, if you give me a couple of minutes, I will dampen up the leather and let it dry just a little bit so that I can start transferring the design. Alright, got it dampened. I have a pen that does not write, that I will actually use as a scribe. And then simply what I do is I come through here and just trace over the lines. In this video, what I will do is I'll go as far as at least cutting everything out with the swivel knife. See how much time's elapsed in the video by then. And if need to, I may break it into 2 separate parts. I'm going to keep the paper in the same spot, and as you can see, it's transferring by scribing the lines in. And that way you can hold down at least one part where you can check, make sure everything's being transferred. Come over and finish the other little section. Don't know how well you can see that, but it's scribed onto here now. There we go. And from there, it's as simple as taking a swivel knife. Let's see. All right. The reason why they call it a swivel knife is because you actually place your index finger here, and you use your middle finger and your thumb to swivel or pivot it. So what you're looking to try to do is make a smooth, consistent cut actually overlapping into any other cuts. And there it is, completely cut out. Now I'll come back in with what's called a beveler and bevel the outside edges. I'm going to start with the lettering first. Now, see that right there? See how that pattern looks smooth? It's because as you tap it, you just rotate it around. You can go back in and look at any areas that look a little rough or a little off, and you can rework them just a little bit, smooth them out. See there? know some people tend to work from the outside in, or from the outside in. I tend to work from the inside out, getting the main centerpiece first. And then going from there. Let's see. See, when you do the cutting, you don't want to actually end up crossing over any lines and all. If anything, you want to stop just slightly short, and that way you can come in with a bevel or a tool and join them, finish it up. That gives you a much cleaner look. All right. I think it's pretty neat how this works now. I actually watched a guy earlier that does the regular type tooling and everything and all, and then he actually also goes in and adds extra texture using different tools, and then actually wets and pushes out and molds the leather to create three-dimensional pieces. I thought that was pretty cool. Now there's some guys that's been out at Blade and stuff I've seen that do some absolutely amazing portraits and stuff on sheaths. Yeah, I think after I'm going to pause for a minute, and I'll come back after I've got some more of the beveling done. Alright, I've got all the outside done. I went ahead and did the inside of these wheat berries and this leaf over here. Now I'm going to come back over this one. Now what you want to do, as you can see here where these two leaves overlap or grasses, I came in between them and used the one that I wanted to push out to the front. Came in behind with the beveler behind it. Let you see. See where this follows on around with that. Instead of pushing to the outside, it makes this look like it overlaps this just a little bit. Now I'll come back in here and separate these like I did this one, and it'll give it a little bit more depth. I'll take the one that you want to be to the outside, and you'll come in and you'll bevel away from it. way it recesses this one back and raises this one out. So it's almost like a grain, a leaf with a blade, that rolls out a little bit. Now on this one here, you'll come and do the same thing. I'll come see there? Gives you some depth. You can even come in and do just a little bit here and there. Add a little texture. So it doesn't look so flat. See there? Now, what you do with the wheat berries is where you've done the outside, then you want to offset the insides. So what you'll do is you'll come with the one that's going to be the bottom, and you'll separate see where that pushes them separately, and they actually look like they're spreading out from each other, being separated. So that's what you want to do. So make sure the bevel's set right. Do each side alternating. See how it rolls them off of each other? Gives you a little more depth in there. Come here. These connected. And that is the beveling. I think this video has gone on long enough. Next video, I will come in and start texturing some of the background between the beveler and some pear shaders. Hope you enjoyed it. Y'all have a blessed day. Bye. Here's all four. Traced, cut, and beveled. I was actually able to do it all off of the one stencil. And I hope you enjoyed the video. The next one will be me actually tooling in the recess of the background using pear shaders and things like that, and then doing the dye. Alright, y'all have a blessed one. Bye.